Simon Higgins is Bristol's area manager for the Road Haulage Association. Good morning.
Good morning, Joe.
So, how do you react to seeing, all the lorries queued up? What's your main concern? I would assume it's the safety and the well-being of all your hauliers.
Yes, you're quite right. Our main concern is the welfare of the drivers. There's no facilities, there's no hot water, there's no toilets, there's no hot food. So, yeah, that is our main concern.
And I don't know whether this is an entire possibility. You're in those massively long queues. Is there any way they can sort of go, well, forget it and just turn around?
No, really. It's in the queue. Once you're stuck in your queue, you can't get out. It's compressed, it's jam-packed. You can't just turn a 48-ton articulated lorry around and go home again, sadly. Obviously, there's goods in there that need to be delivered as well, refrigerated foodstuffs, for example. So other things like animals, animal welfare, there's a lot of problems with it, I must admit. However, going back to your last caller, there's absolutely no need to panic buy. The retailers this year have brought in a lot of more ambient stock than usual for this time of year because of concerns about the Brexit position. So there is plenty of food, and also don't forget there are containers that are coming in which are not on lorries. They drop the containers off in France and they're picked up, put on the ship and taken over to here and picked up this end. So there is plenty of food to go around. So that side of it isn't too much of an issue, but it's the welfare of the drivers that we're mainly concerned about. So
what can you do? How can you help them?
The drivers, basically keeping in touch with with our members. They are phoning us and emailing us, and we are telling them what happens when. So as soon as we know of any information, we pass it on down the line. We're actually quite confident that the UK ministers, they're making every effort to resolve this issue with their French counterparts, and we feel this will be over fairly quickly. It's just this particular moment in time that's causing real problems.
So as we understand it, as I mentioned at the very beginning, so Boris Johnson talking to President Macron to try and sort something out. So you think it will be resolved fairly soon?
We do. Obviously, we don't know what they're saying at this moment in time, but we do have confidence that it will be resolved fairly shortly, yes.
Well, I wish you and your hauliers the very best, and obviously their concern is our concern as well. So I wish you all the best. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks a lot.
It's Simon Higgins, Bristol's area manager for the Road Haulage Association.